When it comes to ranking content, Google is no longer just scanning for keywords. It's looking for signs of authority. But what exactly does that mean? In this lecture, we will find out how Google recognizes authority, why it matters for your content, and how you can show it, even if you're just starting. Objectives of the lecture. By the end of this lecture, you'll be able to explain how Google evaluates content authority, identify key signals that indicate trustworthy content, understand how authority influences SEO and user trust, why Google cares about authority. Google's main goal is simple: deliver the most reliable content to users. Whether someone is searching for a product, a health condition, or financial advice, Google wants to show them answers from trusted, accurate sources. If your site looks unqualified or anonymous, you're far less likely to rank, especially in competitive or sensitive topics. Authority is Google's way of deciding who deserves to be heard. What are authority signals? Authority signals are clues that show you or your website is a credible source. These aren't things you declare about yourself. They're things others recognize and validate. Some examples of authority signals include being mentioned by other reputable sites, writing clear, well-structured, in-depth content, having a professional author bio, using accurate, cited information, earning backlinks or references from trusted sources, showing consistent content in your niche. In short, authority comes from trust that's earned, not claimed. Authority versus expertise. What's the difference? These two often overlap, but they're not identical. Expertise is about what you know. Authority is about how others see you. You could be an expert, but have no audience or recognition. Likewise, someone with a large following might be seen as an authority, even if they're not deeply trained in the subject. To rank well, you need both: real knowledge and recognized trustworthiness. How Google detects authority. Google employs various methods. Some are visible, others are behind the scenes. Here's what we know from Google's documentation and search quality guidelines: mentions and backlinks. If other sites, especially trusted ones, link to or mention your content, Google sees that as a sign of credibility. Author bios and credentials. A clear bio with your background, role, and relevant experience helps users and Google know who's behind the content. Consistent niche publishing. Publishing content around a focused topic helps build your site's topical authority over time. User behavior. Google tracks user engagement. If visitors stay, read, and interact with your content, that's a signal of quality and relevance. Citations and fact-based writing. Linking to reliable sources and including original insights shows you've done your homework, and Google rewards that. What impacts your authority? Just as you can build authority, you can lose it by doing the following: publishing AI-written content with no edits or added value, skipping author info or writing anonymously, covering too many unrelated topics on one site, using misleading headlines or clickbait, failing to cite trustworthy sources. Remember, authority isn't a ranking trick. It's a long-term trust signal. And once that trust is broken, it's hard to rebuild. Example: who would you trust? Let's say you're looking up tips for managing anxiety. One article is on a blog run by a licensed therapist with 10 years of experience. Their bio is clear, the article links to medical journals, and they've written 50+ posts on mental health. Another article is on a site that also talks about tech, fitness, crypto, and home decor. No author is listed, and the advice is vague with no sources. Which one would you trust? The first one. And Google makes the same call. Authority is essential if you want your content to rank. Google and your audience must know that your words are supported by real people, genuine knowledge, and credible expertise. Even if you're just starting, you can begin building that authority step by step, post by post.